Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hands On With, my weekly stream. I may actually do a couple each week coming soon, but let's see. Where I get my hands on developer focused technology, see how far I can get, see what I can do with it, see what I can make of it. My name is Christian Schiller. You can find more about me at christianschiller.com, where you can find all my other streams and the other things I do, like writing, etc. I am currently on the road. I'm a bit on my B setup. The light is okay. It's a little dark. Let's get some extra light. Be with you. That's a little better. Okay, right. We have some extra light now. I don't quite have the setup I normally have. In fact, I'm using, look at this. I'm using one of the sad lamps as a as a light source, which actually is relatively effective, but I get a little bit of shadow. Yeah, it'll do. All right. So I'm quite excited by the product today. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but let's see. What is it going to be? It is, and also sharing my small laptop screen today instead of my usual external screen. Hence, we have a little bit of cropping. I do actually have access to a larger screen, but it's a little old and flickers a lot and gives me a bit of a headache. So I don't really want to stare at it too much. I don't really know how to describe it. n8n, 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 I suppose. .io, I guess. I'm a huge fan of automation tools. I've been doing a lot recently. I'm a fully paid up customer of Zapier, actually. I use Zapier a lot. But there's a couple of limitations I find with it. I'm already paying for me as a sort of lone person quite a bit each month for it. And so I hit limits quite quickly. I think on the plan I'm paying, I get 20 zaps a month. Sorry, not 20 a month, but 20 zaps total, which I'm always nearly about to hit and then have to remove things, consolidate things, etc., etc. And secondly is that aspect of integrating services that don't exist. I have found Zapier to be pretty responsive with integrating things if they can, but that's not always it's their responsibility or their ability and things like that. So I'm wondering if n8n, n8n, I keep wanting to call it n8n, 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 say it, Chris, is semi-open source, I think. We'll come to that in a minute. Then maybe I can do some of that myself. And it's also self-hosted, which, as we'll probably see, has some positives and negatives. But let's get stuck in and see what we can do. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here first. There we go. Make that a little bigger if I can. So I've been a bit of a pain. So the website is n8n.io. Fair code license. I'm not quite sure what that means. It's strange. I've never heard that written before. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. It's popular on Product Hunt, popular on GitHub, and we have a visual workflow designer here, I suppose we can call it. Open, extendable, powerful. What can you do? Sync data between 150 plus apps. I wonder what that means in terms of can I add my own if I want to? We'll find that out later. Create custom integrations. Yes. Design buffer workflows. Okay. How to get started. And there is a hosted version. We might actually start with looking at the hosted version just to see how it compares to some of the alternatives first. So I did remember looking at this before. So actually we have 170 apps, which is interesting because the free one says 150, 20 additional. Interested to know what and why. Don't get stuck. Quite sure what that means. Automate, yeah, I mean, this is sort of somewhat standard. And pricing is actually pretty similar to Zapier, to be honest with you. This is about what I'm paying. I think I'm paying dollars, not euros. So this is slightly more expensive, I think. But it's pretty similar. And obviously it's kept up to date. Now, the thing to bear in mind, which is another aspect I'll be looking into shortly, maybe, is when you are self-hosting, you have to host it somewhere. I have a Raspberry Pi set up at home, which actually I may do a session on in the future because I have found I've been trying some quite interesting things. I'm quite impressed with what I managed to set up so far, but maybe we'll come to that another time. So I could host it there, or I could host it on DigitalOcean or something like that. So, but I guess you don't really know what the usage is going to be, so it's hard to fully say how much it's going to cost you in terms of hosting. So 20 euros a month may be a good price, it may be not. It's hard to say. But let's get stuck in and see how easy it is, and then we'll know how plausible that could be. So how to get started. Okay, CLI or Docker. It looks like Docker is still a node process anyway. And I will stick to just doing this option for now. I'm guessing I'm going to need to know more than that, but let's do this first. I'll jump to my terminal. I'm still using Raycast. You can see a previous hands-on with about Raycast. I've been pretty happy with it so far. Okay, get that going. See what happens. In a node module, this could take a long time. Okay, yep. Who knows? We shall see. How is everybody? If you have any comments or questions, just post them in the chat as we go. I will endeavor to answer them. I've been finding I'm getting a lot of more YouTube comments now, and I mean constructive YouTube comments, not just the spam ones. So feel free to add any comments there as well. Okay. So this is Node, so it's taking a little bit of time. Always the way. Node and Kubernetes projects always take a little bit of time. Okay. Fair bit happening here. Not too complex so far. Mapbox. Interesting. This may want to compile as well. I can see it's here. I don't know. This may take a little bit of time. We'll see. Okay, generating a config. I guess we're nearly done. So it's already running, which is useful. That's actually already quite a good start. So I'm guessing the fact that it hasn't pointed me to documentation means it assumes, as with many other of these sorts of projects, that it's going to be enough going to the web portal. Let's see. I'm going to try it in Safari to see if that works. Let's see. Seems okay so far. Workflow was not saved. Okay. There's no real instruction about what to do first. I guess I just hover on some of these. Oh, there is documentation. Okay, I might open that for future use. Start. I see a giant play button that I want to click. Oh, it did do something. I'm not sure if it did what I was expecting. Need help open the start documentation. I mean, I would argue that maybe that should be here. This could be it. Let's see. That's taken me to a GitHub file, which is not quite what I was expecting. I would argue that the quick start should be linked here somewhere. I don't see it. I don't even see a link for documentation. I'm guessing it's under community. No. Product. Oh, here we go. It's under here. I would argue it should probably be here. Some of the project is open source, so I may see if I can contribute that in a minute. Let's come back to that maybe. Let's have a look at this quick start. Sign up for the cloud account. Actually, we could look at some of the comparisons here. Not have to set up. Managed OAuth for authentication. This could be problematic. We'll see. And upgrading. It's not so difficult, but okay. We did this. We did this. We've done all this. Okay, so this is quite important. So this is where I find things like this are somewhat misleading because this won't really get us very far. And also we didn't, oh no, I did this, that's why. Yep. It will only get us so far because then we can't actually get any further. We're missing this seemingly essential step here. So I probably will want to trigger external services, so it's not going to be much use to me. It has to be reachable from the web. So it has a special tunnel service. if you've installed it using npm, I installed using npx, which I think is effectively the same. We'll see. Okay. That's not what I want. What I want was, there we go. That's what I want. I don't know if this is what we want or not. I don't think so. So I'm not completely sure what I need to do if I used npx. So I think I'm going to have to start that again, which is a little bit annoying. Let's do that again then. Okay. I mean, I kind of did all this, I thought. I've never been entirely sure what npx is, to be honest with you. JavaScript kind of, I blink and I miss it for a few weeks sometimes. I have no shame in admitting that. Basically get some of the same warnings we had before, I think. This means that we will be able to just fire that up in a second. Okay, good. Right, now I can see green, so this should be okay. Oh, I've just realized I'm missing a step again, aren't I? I need to actually start here. Okay. Start, and we should, I guess, get the same sort of output as we did before. Yep. And now we can tunnel it. Oh, I just start. Ah. Okay, right, I see. So, me misunderstanding a little bit, I think. Right. Okay, good. Okay. So, and we have our tunnel URL. Yes, and I'm fully aware that this is going to cause me issues, but this will not be existing forever. So, start with tunnel. Okay. So, I have it running. Don't really know. Okay, I see now probably my next steps are, yep. Okay, well, let's open this up first. Yep. Okay, good. I'll close a few things, I think. I'm tempted to do my usual left and right column view here, but the screen is, I'm on my 13-inch MacBook right now. My screens are a little small. Let's see how we go. So key components, let's have a look at that. Connection. Establish a link between nodes. I think that's what we're seeing like here in this kind of mind map style interface. A node is an entry point for retrieving data, a function to process data, or an exit for sending data. I'm actually a huge fan of mind maps and things like that, so I kind of like this visual interface, I must admit. So a Google Sheets node can be used to retrieve or write data. And this is, I think Zapier kind of does that, but it's not as sort of flexible. It's more just like that. Trigger node. Yep, a node that starts a workflow and supplies initial data. And a workflow. Okay, that makes sense. So I think we've, my mouse is suddenly, there we go. So I think that's, yeah, create your first workflow. All right. Daily weather notifications. I think I prefer this. Let's go for this. Okay. Uh-oh. Not a good start. Let's see. That also doesn't work. It's not a good start. You can see it was updated relatively recently. I'm guessing I may be able to find that in the documentation somewhere. Docs, there we go. Guides or getting started? Not sure. Let's see. No, not guides. Getting started. Create your first workflow. There we go. That's what we're actually after. README, I guess. Okay. So Typeform, Airtable, and Trello. I do not have a Typeform account. I think I do have an Airtable account, but I've not used it for some time. So I may have to just toddle off for a second and create some accounts to get this to work. Let's see. Bear with me. I'll create some accounts. I don't really want to. Actually, no. I mean, let's see. I can't remember if I deleted my Airtable. It was one of those many tools I tried and I couldn't quite get on with. Oh no, I do. There we go. Okay, good. I have an Airtable account. Good. Typeform. Typeform. Page not found. Oh, and there's something you can actually copy. That's interesting. Let's maybe go to that, but I'll just sort out this Typeform account first. I'm not sure if I have an account or not. Let's see. Oh, I appear to. There we go. Job done. Good. I do have accounts. Right. Now I'm interested by this prerequisites. Alternatively, you can copy this base. I'm not sure what a base is. Let's see. There was nothing mentioned about a base in my components. There was nothing in there. Not sure what a base is. I mean, I can guess. Documentation quick base. Maybe that's it. Quick base. Not entirely sure. I don't think so. I think this is something else, but I'm going to assume it's some kind of template. Seems reasonable. Let's try that then. So you will need the following tools and resources. n8n, which we have already. A Typeform account, which is set up. We'll get the credentials in a minute. Airtable account. Okay, so we need to create these forms as well. Let's do that. Typeform. We can copy this base, but I'm guessing that's a base for n8n, not... Oh no, it's an Airtable base. Oh, right, okay. Slightly confusing because the indentation is not quite correct there. So we'll just do that. No thanks. I just want to what happened there? Getting stuck into Airtable issues here. Okay. So copy the base. I've not really used Airtable in some time. Copy the base button and copy it. Okay, that seems reasonable. Sure. What's it called? Feedback. Okay. And we need to create a Typeform form. Let's do that. What is your name? Short text. I may tempt fate here and let's try and go dual view without getting too squashed. A little squashed, but it'll do for now. Let's create a Typeform. Oh, okay. I need to. Some of these. I have not seen these forms in a very long time. Right, there we go. Shows you how often I have used Typeform. Create a form to collect feedback. Guess I just want to start from scratch. Give it a name, sure. Feedback form, I guess. What is your name? Short text. Okay. Doesn't seem to like me for some reason. God. Ah, okay. I don't want multiple choice. Not even sure why I have multiple choice. Getting a little stuck into type form issues here. Just, no, I don't want to duplicate. I just want. Ah. Add a new question. Okay, I don't. We'll get rid of that in a minute. What is your name? Okay. Short text. All right. Good. What is your email address? Email address. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share? Long text. And what score would you like to give? Rating. Okay. I wonder if we can now get rid of this. Yes, good. All right, good. I think that's the form. Publish, I guess. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I think we're done there. So again, I may tempt fate by popping this out into a new window. I get the feeling that this may struggle with being so small. It actually seems to be okay. Good. All right. Okay. So, well, there is a workflow here. Oh. Let's go through the steps though. I think it's better. So we're going to need credentials for the trigger node. Let's come back to that maybe in a second. And a Trello account. You can get that in a second. So we need a typeform trigger. I'm guessing I click the plus. We need a trigger. Typeform trigger. Oops. Autocorrect. Okay. So now we need to get all these various details. I mean, this is interesting because in some other services you just log in and get it, but I've never used Typeform. Maybe this is pretty normal. I know I use Trello a lot on Zapier and I just have to log in, but it's possibly one of the issues for self-hosting maybe. So what do I need? I need to create a new board in Trello. All right, okay, one thing at a time. Let's create a new Trello board then. Oops. Oh, that'll do. I don't think I have any issue with showing my boards. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. So I need to get, well, let's do Typeform first. So I'm going to find these instructions, which is also broken. I guess here might be what we want. Typeform. README, maybe? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna just jump off screen share so you don't all see my very, very widely used Typeform credentials. So you can just stare at me for a minute. Go to my Typeform dashboard. Being asked to log in again. Again, this is a Typeform issue, not an issue with. Okay, go to my dashboard. Go to user profile settings, register a new app. Settings. Register a new app. I don't see anything. Oh, developer apps, I guess. Developer apps, register a new app, okay. Register a new app. Give it a name and test. The website. This is always an issue with these sorts of things. I don't have a website. Copy the auth callback URL provided by. I'm already slightly confused. I'll show you what I'm confused by here. Did this copy the OAuth callback URL provided in the Typeform OAuth API 2 credentials in n8n and paste it into the redirect UI. Where do I get that from? Create new, maybe? I don't really know what to do here. Let's maybe open this. Oh, and now here's the tutorial, strangely. Okay, I think. No, it's different, I think. I'm not sure. Find authentication here. Okay, jumping around quite a lot. I think this is, yeah, it's the same. Let's have a look. Maybe this will help me. Okay. You don't know where to get that from. Oh, using an access token. I see now. Right. Okay. Open Typeform dashboard, personal tokens. Right. To place the camera. Okay, back to Typeform. I don't want to register an application. Makes sense. This is always confusing. Personal tokens. Generate a new token. Give it a name. I'll just give it all scopes for now. I have a token. Now I copy, enter a name. Yep. Slightly confused again. Okay. I've got my token. What I'm a little confused by is this is now telling me I did that. Enter the name. Here? Ah, right. Okay. It's slightly mismatched there. Okay. I'll just drop out again. Put in the access token. Click create. So that seemed to work, I think. Yes. Good. Okay. And I guess I just close it. I don't think I need to save anything. Okay. Right. Okay. So a typeform is a trigger. So I guess I get rid of this. Can't. Oh. Can't seem to get rid of it. I don't see it here, but I can't seem to get rid of this. Let's just keep this over here for now. This is a different color. I don't know if that's a problem or not. Okay, set the workflow. We can do it bit by bit now, I think. We've got the typeform trigger. We've got the credentials, select the form, we did that. Save your workflow. So it can be activated. Save your workflow. It was not saved. Okay. How do I save it? Oops. Save as, I can see. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Select the form, we did that. Since you'll be using the test web for building the node stone. Okay. Not quite sure what that means, but after clicking, so I click execute node or not? Right. Oh, so, I see. Right. I get it now. I get it. Okay, let's. Oops, that failed. I'll come back to that. It's fine. Spend a lot of time revoking tokens. Is this the form? Okay, yes. All right. Okay. Submit. And it looks like something got triggered. Yes. Workflow did get executed successfully. Oh, I want to correct a few UI things here as well. Okay. We'll use the set node to ensure that only the data that we set in this node gets passed onto the next nodes in the workflow. All right, good. Selecting a set node. Okay. So this is like a filter or something? Not sure. We'll see. Click on add value and select string. Add value, string, enter name. How do I know its name? Since value name is a dynamic piece of information, click on the gears, add expression. Okay, from the left panel, nodes, typeform trigger. Okay. Right. Okay. Close the window. Click add value. Select string. Okay, right, I get it. So add expression, nodes, typeform trigger, output data, JSON, your email address. Close it. I mean, we could just keep going, or I may just leave it as it is for now. I guess we can close this. Okay, Airtable node. Now we need to sort out more credentials again. Let's just get this in first. Okay. Okay, let's just sort out these credentials. Credentials. Airtable. Opening. All right, back we go to just seeing my lovely face. Must I get those credentials? Open up your dashboard, user icon. Generate API key. Copy. Basically, it's just adding keys in, particularly complex. Now I think I can come back. I've got down to here, select append the base ID, go to this URL. Okay. And select the base. I'm guessing that means this. This shows you where I haven't used Airtable enough. I'm guessing that's the base. I don't know. Base the ID and the base the ID. I guess that's the ID. No, I don't know. I'm not sure what the ID is. My small windows are not helping. Is that the ID? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yes, it was. To base ID. There we go. Enter the table name in the table field. Oh. That's quite a cool API. I'm not sure what the table was. Feedback, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Click execute node. Enter the table name. I'm not sure what I have done differently. I don't know. I mean, there should be data here. I'm guessing what that means. It says items 1. Maybe there's some sort of delay or something. No. Unknown field name. What is your name? Is that not what we did earlier? Here? Or did I miss the values? No. Set node. Open up the variable selector from the left panel. Select the following. What is your name? Definitely is there. Enter name in the name field. Oh. He's in the wrong place, I think. Value is dynamic. Right. Trigger, output data, JSON. What is your name? Right, there we go. That's the mistake. My mistake. Nodes, type form trigger, data JSON. What is your email? This is, if I get this right, I think I inadvertently, something strange there. So for into email, yes. Just do that again, just to be sure. Oops. Jason, what is your email? Okay, I think that's correct now. So. Name is name. Value, add expression, variable selector, we did all of that. Click add value and select string. Is that? I feel like something's not quite right here. No, that does look correct. Okay. Email, value, expression, type trigger. Yep. What is your email? Seems, it slightly bothers me up here, but why? Yeah. I mean, I might have missed this step here. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. See? Maybe I need to run the process again. No. Maybe we need to start again or something. Where's the air table? Let's go back to that. The type one. Go back to that maybe. It's worth a try. Okay. So something's happening here. No. Yeah, I think this name Chris thing is causing me weird issues. I don't know why that keeps coming. Be like that. No. I'm not really sure where the error is coming from there. Well, I am a little stuck, unfortunately. I'm not quite sure what's going wrong. I would really like to get further, but I'm running out of time, unfortunately. Name Chris. Field name Chris thing is the... I mean, just for the sake of argument, we could try just removing this, just out of interest. And again, I get the feeling I get the same on the email. Still getting the same problem. Well, that's a pain. I cannot really figure out what I'm getting wrong here. As far as I can tell, that workflow is correct so far. I'm getting data here. Still got this name Chris field. Have I done something wrong in my type form, maybe? Could be. How do I change it? There we go. Okay. How do I edit it? Design, I guess. No. Okay, it's not quite what I wanted. Name, edit. The type form does not like being run in small screen size. Is it the right one? Don't see any way to change field names, so I don't think it's anything to do with that. We could have a quick look at this again. What is your name? I was hoping to get to a point where I could replicate one of my Zapier zaps and see how easy that was, but I'm getting stuck here, unfortunately. I may have to call it a day there. I'm not sure what I've got wrong, if it's me or if there's a problem or something like that, but all looks kind of correct. This also now seems to have, well, I think it's because I'm not sending anything. Yeah. I mean, we already have the data. I shouldn't need to do it again. Quite sure how I could see previous runs, executions, but it just occurred to me this is running locally. I could see if I'm oh, huh. That's not something I thought about. Node does not have any credentials set for Typeform API, but is that from a long time ago? I mean, it must be working because I'm getting responses. Well, that's why I wonder if this is because this is in this color. I mean, it worked, didn't it? It was working, yeah. Have one last try, maybe, before we go, because I do need to wrap up, I think, quite soon, unfortunately. Preview? No. Let me get back. So one more try. That should execute. Oh, that time it worked. Okay. Not quite sure what was going on there. That's weird. Okay. Didn't like Chris for some reason. Well, I think unfortunately we're going to have to call it a day there. Let's quickly recap a few of the other things we could have done. I should check this Airtable. Yeah, it is there. That's that's also weird because I get the feeling that there is something not quite right with the fields here that I copied from the base and the field that gets sent, because also the score hasn't come through, which is interesting. So I think there's some sort of mismatch there. And by putting in, I'm not quite sure how I fixed that, but anyway. So we have filter nodes, which is kind of what I really wanted to get to, because that's something that you only really get on the more increased plans on Zapier, actually. And then Trello, yeah. So it looks like you have to do lots of this sort of expression stuff. I think it's aimed more at people who come from a development background. You don't have to get to this kind of level on some of the other services if you don't want to. And then a no-op mode, okay. All right, so, I mean, I didn't get quite as far as I would have hoped. Let's sort of go back to where we were and just recap. The documentation, I mean, it's easy to set it up. Self-hosting, hard to say how easy it is, really, and how much it would cost me to run it and how the OAuth will work and things like that. It's a little bit more complex to do that, but probably not too hard. If you're a developer, then it's probably ideal for you. Documentation is a bit missing. There's a few things there. If I can unpick, we'll go and create some pull requests there to fix them up. I mean, I couldn't really get to the point where I could see if it would help me replace Zapier and things like that. Hard to say. I like the idea of having the split logic. That's something I'm definitely interested in trying more of. I think I will dig further. But it's hard to say right now. It sort of feels a little lacking in places. I don't think I would feel happy to transfer all my zaps quite yet. Maybe soon. Maybe when I hit those limits on Zapier, I might put a couple over this way and see. I'm interested in about the self-hosted. I wonder if I could also run from, say, my Raspberry Pi. Like, could I trigger things from it? I don't know. We can have a quick look at some of the other options that are possible here. Sort of fairly standard services here. I don't know if I can get like local ones. It's interesting here, you actually get some very developer-focused triggers as well. Cortex, which is Prometheus. Crate, which is actually a company I used to work for. A whole bunch of other much more developer-focused ones. You can actually execute other workflows, which is interesting. Other API services, FTP. So some of the options you get available to you are quite more nuanced than some of the others on some of the other services. I get the feeling that the more, GraphQL, yeah, I think some of the complexity of getting these set up might be a challenge, but it's quite interesting. Yeah, I wonder, I think the OAuth stuff would get complicated if you self-hosted. I get the feeling you're gonna run into some issues there. But actually now I I wish I hadn't got so stuck on this tutorial, because I'm now starting to see some many more interesting things that I would have liked to have got to trying to really get the unique selling points there, but I didn't quite get there, unfortunately. So I think in summary, n8n, interesting. I'm not sure if I'm quite ready to use it yet, but it's interesting. I wonder if the cloud option offers, there's a free trial for how long? I'm not sure. Doesn't say. I'm not actually sure. Doesn't actually say how long the trial's for, so I'm not sure. That's an important thing to add. And maybe I would try it a bit further. I'm guessing, and the nice thing is I can contribute to all the code if I wanted to. So I think, summary, n8n, watch this space, I think is the summary there. I hope you found that useful. I hope the n8n people found it useful as well. I'll be back next week at 16:30, 4:30 p.m. Central European time. I don't think I have decided what my topic will be next week. So keep an eye on christianchiller.com or YouTube or twitch.tv/handsonwith for the next schedule, and it'll be up there very, very soon. For more about me, take a look at christianschiller.com, specifically /video for streams and things like that. And until next time,